Hello, how's everyone's doing here? Welcome to Meet Tina on YouTube. So, have you ever felt a sudden, unexplainable, and intense urge to travel to a specific places on Earth? That could be perhaps a specific mountains, an ancient ruins, or a quiet forest. Now, if you feel this isn't random curiosity that you feel. You are feeling the call of the Earth's living nervous system. Now, this video is about what is the Great Walk and what is the ancient science of Earth Great Activation and the shift to the Golden Age, which is, right now we are at the beginning of this Golden Age. And this video will tell you or will explain to you why is it important to know about this great walk. Okay. Now, to understand what great walk is, I mean, we just have to, it's very simple. Just look at your own physical body. And your body has this acupuncture meridians and the energy chakras that keep your life force flowing, right? So, in the exact the same way with the Earth, our planet Earth has a network of massive energy highways called ley lines, dragon lines, uh, uh, grid lines, nodes, vortex, or telluric currents. So, where these powerful lines and intersect, they create a massive energy vortexes. Planetary nodes like Mount Shasta, Sedona, Mount Fuji, and the ancient land of Chiang Mai. That's where I'm at right now, guys. So I must apologize if the lighting is pretty dark here. So now the great walking is the intentional, highly aware act of physically traveling to these specific geographical points. This is very intentional, guys. So when a conscious soul step onto these nodes and they act as an organic human lightning rod. They bridge high frequency cosmic light codes from the universe and anchor them directly into the physical crust of the Earth, upgrading the planet energetic operating system from the ground up. So now I'm going to share with you who in the past, like masters, ascended masters, and some of them are well-known people, like Joshua, Buddha, and many yogis. Many of them, many masters have walked the grid, and they were aware of it. So let me tell you that the grid walking is not a modern spiritual trend that I'm talking about it now. It is an ancient, precise, and highly classified spiritual science that hidden masters, yogis, mystics, monks have used for thousands of years to keep this planet from falling into a complete darkness. They knew about the golden age. They knew about the dark cycles. But what they did was to preserve and to help the planet from really diving deep into a distinction. And they knew about this golden age, and that's why they were doing the Great Walk. Those people were master walkers. They knew about their a contract, a soul contract, that they have to be here and do this. And this is just to hold up and save this earth for a thousand and thousand of years until this cycle. So let me tell you that throughout history, thousand of ascended masters, again, monks and shamans, well-known people and people who are not known at all, knew about this completely. And that's why, like in Buddhism in Asia, many monks, they tend to walk away from fame and they stay very quiet and private and hidden. And they would go and walk on the mountains and a forest, like Joshua and Buddha, the ascended master. They knew their life was not about just teaching, but the main path or the main purpose is for them to walk across the ocean, the mountains, the lands. They did not just sit in isolation in the cave. They dined up. They walked the earth to seal distorted portals, to repair and to clear dense trauma and whole timelines of peace. At least some peace, guys. Otherwise, it would have been worse than this. Human would destroy each other. The earth would be destroyed. So I'm going to give you some example of a few masters who have walked the grid and they knew about this. One such as the wandering Himalayan yogis and Mahavata Babaji. Babaji and his core disciples systematically walked specific high altitude lines in the Himalayas, and they mapped their journeys strictly along the mountain axis to anchor the high frequency prana into the earth's spine, stabilizing humanity consciousness during the heaviest spiritual cycles. The next one is a guru. I believe his name, I apologize if I didn't pronounce it properly. Rinpoche or Padmasambhava. Okay, so this is a legendary master who brought the Buddhism to Tibet, spent his entire life great walking across Bhutan, Tibet, and Nepal. He purposely located the specific caves networks. Caves are very important. Cave are the area where the zero point of stillness is at. So it's a very powerful place. I'm going to be sharing you about my cave walk shortly. But he had located the specific caves networks of the grid. I call that crystalline grids, okay? So, and the mountain peaks to clear toxic planetary blockages and bury, we call that termas, or the spiritual data files and hidden treasures deep inside the Earth's grid to be unlocked by future generations, such as right now, when the time was right, which is now. This is why you notice that many government around the world, they drill the land like in Antarctica, the South Pole and the North Pole, Greenland. That's what they trying to break this vault of the spiritual data files. Those are real treasure, the real gold. Some call it white gold. This is what Anunnaki were looking for. And not a physical gold. They were hidden by all these masters. And they were covered by ice. So it stayed pure. And that's why this time of the cycle, they were trying to dig all these holes in the earth just to tap into this energetic network for the control. So the next group are like they were like Celtic druids and esoteric builders. So long before the modern satellite mapping, the ancient druids and the early esoteric monks built stone circles, temples, and monasteries strictly on the intersection nodes of the global ley lines. The same thing as the temples. I have done a lot of great walk in Thailand, and I noticed that many of these temples were located at the intersection of the ley lines and the grid, the nodes. And I asked myself, how the hell these people knew where to build? They knew. So they walked this line like a clockwork, maintaining the energetic purity and alignment of the land. And this is just to keep, our Mother Earth alive and cleaner. Great example that everyone knows is Joshua and the Essenes. So before his public ministry, Joshua traveled extensively through Egypt, India, and the Middle East. Esoterically, he was systematically walking the earth's grid lines, purifying nodes that had been corrupted by historical wars, and prepping the planetary body for a massive expansion of unconditional love and light. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you how this grid walk can impact. And there is a triple impact, which is impacting to individual, to humanity, and to the collective or the golden age. So now let's hear this. So now when a sovereign soul steps out to perform a grid walk, it triggers a massive domino effect that ripples across three distinct layers of reality. So the first layer is the impact on individual, the walker. That has to do with the walker. Okay. So when you, let's say you want to, you're a walker, you're a grid walker, you physically step onto a major earth node. You are stepping into a cosmic amplifier. So what it does, it triggers upon spontaneous DNA, 12 DNA activation. Even a meditation is not going to open your DNA permanently, but the grid walk will physically open all your 12 DNAs permanently. And with this walk, with this opening of the DNA activation by itself, just by walking this grid, because you are like acupuncture needles, and you become a conduit for the above and below, for the cosmos, you can call higher self, God, and the Mother Earth. You help align this frequency or electromagnetic field into the earth using your physical body as a conduit. So it begins to unlock your latent past life memories, a spiritual gifts that you have from past life, and the ancient cosmic lineages from places like Lemuria, Atlantis, and ancient Egypt. This is why there's so many people are drawn to go to Egypt and Peru, many countries like that, because those places located, even Mount Shasta and Sedona, they're located at the giant vortexes, which buried or hidden the ancient memories files. Okay, just look at our body as a computer, and the Earth. How about the Earth is a giant motherboard, and she carries so many files or memories or Akashic record. So by doing this, it forces an immediate purification of your lower energetic field in the earth and your physical body, clearing your personal mirror or clearing your personal trauma, past life karma, because your heartbeat is being synchronized directly with the primary heartbeat of the Mother Earth or the Mother or the Gaia. Okay, so this is how it's impact you. And some of you may want to ask or find out, oh, how do I know? I mean, how do I know if I'm a great walker or if I should walk? I mean, for most people, they should walk anyway at the grid points or at the ley lines. But if you wonder if you have a contract to be a good grid walker, I offer this session. I offer this reading. It's pretty long. It's pretty long reading, and it will tell you what your contract is, what your soul contract is. I will access your AKASHIC records for your soul blueprint. It's called Grid Walker Blueprint Contract. So what it will do with this reading, it will allow you to know who you are, why you're here. Uh, if you have contract to be a grid walker, grid healer, or anchor, there's many functions. And where you're supposed to live, which location you're supposed to walk, because not every location fits everyone. It's depending on their past life and the contract as well. So the reading will tell you coordinates, locations, the ritual, what you need to do when you go there, how you do it, because most people do not know how to. Okay, so my reading that I offer, just look at this description below this video. It will tell you how. It will be only via email because when I do this reading, I transmit the information from the Akashic record, the library. I need to be in that 0 point of stillness. And usually I do reading early in the morning, usually between 3 a.m. to uh 3, 4 a.m. to 5 to 6 a.m. And after that, I stop doing reading. And I usually do just a few a day, 1 or 2 a day, not a lot because it's long. Takes a while to transmit, take hours to transmit information, pure information for you. Why I do the reading during those hours before dawn. This is when everybody's sleeping. This is when it's just so quiet, even the collective field. And with this quiet, the stillness of collective, the better transmission it is, the more pure it is for your reading. So, and besides that, I offer other reading as well, so you can actually take a look, okay, inside the description box. So now let's move into the second impact. So this is the impact of the grid walk on humanity and the collective. So this will heal humanity's collective emotional trauma. As we all know, there's centuries of war, sufferings, and fears. They all get stored. This energy of fears, World War I, World War II, they all got stored in the physical soil, just like our body. And the memory layers of the earth, like corrupted data on a hard drive, like a virus. So when a grid walker step onto this distorted node with the pure intent and high frequency that they carry, they act as a physical delete key. Delete for that old trauma programming that has been stored for a while. Just think about our whole earth and us as like a computer, okay, the program. Yes, we are being programmed. So by clearing these energetic clots in the earth's veins, the collective consciousness of humanity experiences an immediate lift. It dissolves the heavy fog of collective anxiety and allowing the local and global population to awaken to their higher potentials with much less resistance. Okay, it's powerful here. So now the next or the last impact, the third impact of the grid walking on the golden age. We all know about golden age, right? It's here already. So we are currently in a massive evolutionary transition. Some may not aware of it right now, but those who are light workers, star seeds, healers, we all know about this coming. It's in all prophecies. So the Earth is shifting from a very heavy carbon-based matrix into a 5D crystalline light grid. So you will hear me talk a lot about crystalline grid. Okay, so this is a new golden age. And the new golden age cannot fully manifest in a physical reality if the Earth's old wiring is all clogged up, broken, or distorted. It all has to be clear. So every single grid walk completed today literally plugs a brand new clean wire into the 5D crystalline grid. It cements the highest timeline, listen to this, highest timelines into the physical reality, ensuring that the old system of manipulation, control naturally fade away. And the new paradigm of sovereignty, unity, and timeless light takes its place permanently. And highest timelines? Gosh, guys, we have been waiting for this moment. the highest timeline for everybody. Abundance, joy, happiness, perfect health, love, community, you name it. Everything you can think of to fulfill your dreams, your happiness, right? So if any of you who listen to this video, if you feel a deep pull to a certain mountains, caves, a beach, an ancient site, or even a quiet forest near your home, it can be just right near your home. It doesn't have to be a distant. Some people even living by a very potent grid ley lines and not even aware of it because you're a grid anchor. You were guided to go over there. This is going to be a massive number of people who's going to be start moving because the divine, the God you can call it, or your oversoul, are calling all these light workers to move. And sometimes you lose your job. Don't feel bad about that because they are moving you into a new location to anchor the grid. And by doing that, you are surrounded with the energy that is pure batteries to your physical body, your mind, your emotion. It clears all your karma. So what it does that it guided you or take you into a highest timeline. So that's mean that you're being called by the planet itself to anchor, to heal, to walk. So now you just have to listen, pay attention. If things like this, a situation in your life that you felt like it's like the end of the world or it's the worst in your life, don't worry about that because sometimes you don't see what's, opening in front of you, ahead of you. It's unknown. That's what fear of. But when you walk through that unknown and they guide you to move, it's a giant move sometimes across the ocean. Don't be afraid of that. So know that, wherever you go, you are not just a visitor if you are being guided to move somewhere. That's like totally different from where you're at right now. Can be scary. You move from one country to the next country, flying across the ocean. But remember this word, you are not just a visitor to any location at all. You are a living key. You carry the key to walk the grid. Just go there when you're guided. And sometimes if you resist, like I said, it may force you to lose a job, force you to have some sort of like a tower card on a tarot card. Everything just collapse in your life. And it moves you to a different location. Go there. Stand in your own absolute sovereignty. Okay, and anchor your unique light that you carry with you. Many light workers start though carrying these special codes and not even aware of it, but sometimes you feel the nudge to move. But if you don't do it, resist, that's when they're gonna hit you hard. So you can move. So your footsteps are literally building the infrastructure of this golden age. So guys, this is very, very, very powerful. Okay. So anyway, got any questions? Post comments, click like. If you love this video or if you get something out of this video, please do share that. And I also offer classes. Okay. It's coming around, I would say, November, December of this year. My website will be coming up pretty soon. It's called Crystalline Mirror Academy, crystallinemirror.com. Okay. And it will be offering classes for you to truly communicate with your oversoul. They will guide you about the grid wall, which grid you're supposed to be. Because by you doing that, some of you may ask, hey, what are the benefits of that? I mean, personally. And as I just shared earlier, the benefits is tremendous. It heals your body, heal your physical body, heals your emotional body, mental body, uh, uh, energetic body, heals your past life, heal your current life, and your life will change drastically. Okay, so that's what happened to me and happened to many of my students. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. and definitely have a wonderful, wonderful time. And if you have not joined or let me see, subscribe to my channel, please do. My channel speak two languages, English and Thai. Okay, and I have been involving a lot my of my teaching and my time with Thai students, and that's why you see a lot of my videos are in Thai language. However, I know I've been saying that many times. I'm going to be doing more of the English version, and which I will because you know they've been telling me to just you need to speak in English because this Great Wall needs to be known, needs to be expanded, which it will. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Click like, subscribe, and post your comment, please. If you want to know if you're a Great Walker, I do offer this reading. Just look at the subscription. It will be via email only. Um, Give me about 3 days to 14 days to return your reading. If you are, you can it will give you a method of payment as well. All right. Thank you so much. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful time. Share my video and talk to you later.